Welcome to the world of Formula One, where speed, precision, and skill come together to create a thrilling spectacle for fans all around the globe. And when it comes to pure driving talent, few can match the abilities of Max Verstappen. The Dutchman burst onto the scene as a teenager and has since established himself as one of the sport's brightest stars, with a swashbuckling style that makes him a fan favorite. But as well as credible driver, Max Verstappen is also known for his infectious personality and serious radio messages to his cheeky antics off the track. Verstappen is a constant source of entertainment for fans of all ages. From this YouTube video, we'll look at some of the funniest moments from Max Verstappen's career. From his early days in the sport to his current battles with Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez, we'll delve into the archives to bring you the best of Max's humorous side. Number 1. In one particular situation, there was a press conference where a journalist posed a question to Verstappen about his dating life. Verstappen's response was not a direct answer, but rather a clever rhetorical question. How many girlfriends have you had? The audience found this amusing, and it demonstrated Verstappen's quick wit and sense of humor. Despite being considered one of the best drivers in his field, Verstappen doesn't avoid admitting his mistakes on the track. In fact, he has even made light of his numerous crashes, which has sometimes resulted in his disqualification from races. When questioned about why he experiences so many accidents, Verstappen responded in a relaxed manner, saying, "I don't know." This further showcases his laid-back attitude. Number 2. During a press conference, Max Verstappen and one of his teammates were asked about what they had learned about each other. In response, Verstappen shared that he learned a lot, including that he never swears. It's just part of his natural way of speaking. Verstappen also added a touch of humor to the press conference, when he put on an Australian accent and said, "Good day, mate," in response to a question about the best place to watch F1. This moment lightened the mood and showed Verstappen's playful side. Overall, the press conference provided a glimpse into the relationship between Verstappen and his teammate, as well as the driver's lighthearted personality. Number 3. During a different interview, Max Verstappen revealed a clever trick he used to skip school events he didn't want to attend. He admitted that he would pretend to be sick, faking a high temperature by resting his head on a heater and putting on a fake sick voice. This would allow him to avoid going to the event without arousing suspicion. Apart from discussing his school days, Verstappen also made some playful remarks about his appearance and athletic abilities during the interview. He humorously compared himself to the interviewer, teasingly implying that he was better looking and more naturally gifted in sports. It seems that Verstappen enjoys injecting humor into his interviews, and doesn't shy away from poking fun at himself or others. Number 4. Max Verstappen was on a roll during a post-race interview when he joked about starting a comedy show with Formula One commentator David Croft. He quipped that Croft was the best double act in Formula One, and the two of them would make a great comedy duo. The unexpected comment left Croft in fits of laughter and the rest of the team struggling to keep straight faces. The idea of a Formula One comedy show starring Verstappen and Croft seemed ridiculous, but the Dutch driver's sense of humor had everyone in stitches. It was a refreshing moment of levity after a long and intense race. The comment quickly went viral on social media, and fans started imagining what a Verstappen-Croft comedy show would look like. Number 5. The Formula One driver was having a tough day. He had just finished a grueling practice session and was now being bombarded with questions from reporters at the press conference. It seemed like every journalist in the room had a question for him. Verstappen was doing his best to answer each question thoughtfully and professionally, but he was clearly getting frustrated. He was tired and hungry and just wanted to go back to his hotel room and relax. As the questions continued to pour in, Verstappen finally couldn't take it anymore. He let out a sigh and said, "I think if I get a few more, I'll have to drink." At first, the reporters didn't know how to react. Did Verstappen just say what they thought he said? But then, the room erupted in laughter as everyone realized that Verstappen was making a joke. Number 6. One of his funniest moments came during a post-race interview when he was asked how many times he had hit the barrier during the race. Verstappen, with a smile on his face, responded by saying that he had lost count. He then joked, "I'm either at school or I lost count." The humorous remark left the interviewer and the audience in fits of laughter. The moment became an instant hit on social media, with fans and followers sharing the hilarious clip of the interview. Verstappen's witty response not only showcased his personality, but also proved that he was not afraid to poke fun at himself. The incident quickly became a fan favorite, and Verstappen's comedic timing and quick wit were praised by his fans and fellow drivers. Number 7. One of his favorite topics is the Dutch's ability to handle wet weather. Whenever it rains or when people around him complain about the weather, Max is quick to say, "Because I'm Dutch," with a smirk on his face. Max's humor is rooted in the fact that the Netherlands is a country known for its wet climate. It's no surprise that the Dutch have adapted to living in a damp environment, and they've become quite good at handling the rain. With their love for cycling and outdoor activities, the Dutch have learned to embrace the rain and dress accordingly. Max's use of his nationality is a humorous way of acknowledging this fact. Number 8. During a press conference, Max Verstappen, the Dutch Formula 1 driver, was offered a drink by a member of the media. Without hesitation, Verstappen responded with a cheeky grin. "I'd rather have a Red Bull," eliciting a burst of laughter from the audience. With a mischievous grin on his face, Verstappen quipped that he would prefer a Red Bull, prompting laughter and applause from the audience. This remark was particularly amusing because Red Bull is not only a popular energy drink, but also the name of the racing team that Verstappen drives for in the Formula 1 World Championship. Number 9. One of the most amusing moments involving Max Verstappen occurred during an interview when he was asked about his vacation. Rather than giving a standard reply, Verstappen made a humorous remark by saying that his holiday was perhaps a little too good, and that he was driving at a speed of 300 km per hour on a certain section of the track. This comment not only showcased Verstappen's humorous personality, but also highlighted his strong passion for racing. It's apparent that even while taking time off, he cannot help but think about the sport he loves. Number 10. There was a particular moment that stood out during a press conference involving Max Verstappen. A question was posed to him regarding the number of times he had collided with a barrier during his racing career. In response, Max Verstappen flashed a grin on his face and delivered a witty remark that he had lost count of the number of times he had hit the barrier. This humorous response from the Dutch racing driver was met with laughter and amusement from the entire audience present at the press conference. They were not expecting such a humorous response from a driver who is known for his serious approach to racing. Max Verstappen's racing skills, humor, and quick wit have made him a beloved figure in Formula 1. From his amusing interviews to his on-track mishaps, the video captures the lighter side of Verstappen and offers fans a refreshing look into the world of Formula 1. Verstappen's laid-back attitude and approachable demeanor make him relatable to fans, and his sense of humor provides a much-needed break from the intense pressure and competitiveness of the sport. He has become a fan favorite due to his ability to balance his serious dedication to racing with a fun-loving and easygoing personality. If you enjoyed watching this video, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for likewise videos, and to stay up to date on the latest news and highlights from the world of racing.